What if I told you that true success doesn't come solely from hard work? Not just from sleepless nights, strict discipline, and constant effort. What if the real source of your success lies much deeper, within your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy? Today, I want to invite you to explore success from an entirely different perspective, one that completely transformed my life. I discovered that manifestation isn't just about wishing for something. It's an inner transformation, a conscious choice to shift your mindset and align with what you truly desire. When I understood and genuinely committed to this practice, everything around me began to shift. In this video, I'll reveal how powerful your thoughts truly are and how you can harness them to manifest the success you're looking for. Before I grasped the power of manifestation, I was like many others, stuck in a cycle of frustration and self-doubt. I worked tirelessly, followed every rule, did all the right things, yet the results never came. Felt like something vital was missing. Limiting beliefs, external pressure, and the overwhelming need to prove myself kept me stuck. I was moving forward, yet it felt like I had the brakes on the entire time. That's how many people live. They push themselves, give everything, and still feel unfulfilled. Their job doesn't excite them. Their relationships feel stagnant, and their dreams seem out of reach. Why is that? Because external success can never fill internal emptiness. Change doesn't begin outside, it starts within. And that's exactly where manifestation begins. When I first learned about the law of attraction, I realized thoughts carry energy, and energy creates reality. My first step was gaining clarity, getting honest about what I truly wanted and believing I was worthy of receiving it. I started visualizing my ideal life every day. I imagined it so vividly that I could almost feel it happening. I also began repeating affirmations every morning. One of the most powerful tools I discovered is writing a future letter to myself, from the version of me who already achieved everything. I describe in detail where I live, what I do, how I feel. The letter always began with, "You won't believe what's happened. Everything you wished for came true." This exercise helps me emotionally step into the energy of the fulfilled desire, to the point where my subconscious begins to treat it as real. The first letter I wrote. 1 year later, most of it had already become my reality. In the beginning, I was skeptical. How could thoughts change anything tangible? But little by little, I noticed shifts. Opportunities showed up out of nowhere. The right people entered my life at the perfect moment. And challenges that once felt overwhelming simply faded. Why? Because I had shifted my focus. I stopped obsessing over what I lacked and started being grateful for what I already had. One of the biggest blocks was my inner dialogue. Things like, "You're not good enough. That's not meant for you. You'll never make it." These thoughts had repeated in my mind for years. I had accepted them as truth. But they weren't truth, just old stories. And stories can be rewritten. Every day, with patience and self-love, I began telling myself a new story. Then came the turning point. I remember it clearly. I was tired, frustrated, and suddenly I realized I had never truly trusted myself. In that moment, I made a decision. I would no longer doubt. I would act as if my success was already real. From that point on, things began to move, faster than I could have imagined. Since then, nothing has been the same. Not because life suddenly became perfect, but because I did. I stopped reacting and started creating. I became the conscious author of my life. That's the real power of manifestation. Understanding that your outer world is simply a reflection of your inner world. And when you change within, everything else transforms. Manifestation isn't some mystical trick. It's a universal law of energy. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions align, they create a frequency that attracts exactly what you desire. It works in every area: career, money, love, health. You just need to learn how to align with intention. But let me be clear. Manifesting doesn't mean doing nothing and waiting for a miracle. It means taking action, but from a place of clarity and trust. It's the dance between desire and surrender. You set your intention, then release it with confidence, knowing it's already on its way. That balance is key. I started speaking mantras daily. Each morning I would say out loud, I am ready for success. I attract abundance. The universe supports me. I repeated it even when I didn't fully believe it yet. But over time, my subconscious began to accept it. And once your inner world believes, the outer world reflects it. Another crucial element was gratitude. Every night I wrote down 5 things I was thankful for, even on tough days. It helped me shift from a mindset of lack into a space of abundance. Because when you appreciate what you already have, you make room for more to come. Gratitude is like a magnet. The more you feel it, the more flows in. Then something beautiful happened. People around me started to notice the change. They said I seemed brighter, more confident, more at peace. And that energy attracted new opportunities. Collaborations, job offers, exciting projects. Suddenly, doors were opening. It all started inside and reflected outside. Maybe you're watching this and wondering, could this really work for me too? My answer is yes, absolutely. But you have to take responsibility. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. You don't have to become someone else. You just have to remember who you truly are. Your highest potential already exists within you. You're not alone on this path. More and more people are waking up. They're realizing they are not victims of circumstance. They are powerful creators of their reality. Once you understand that, fear fades, trust grows, and that's where true success begins, deep within your soul. If there's one message I want to leave you with, it's this: the universe responds to clarity. The clearer you are, the faster things come to you. Not because the world changes, but because you do. And when you change, everything changes. Success no longer has to be chased. It begins to flow to you. If you've made it this far, type "I manifest" in the comments. And show the universe that you're ready to step into your new reality. Share your dreams, your journey, your shifts. You never know who you might inspire. If this video resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell for more content on manifestation, mindset, and spiritual growth. And always remember, it all starts with a thought. So which thought will you choose today?